Hey, what's up, guys? Deadpoolzilla here. Here to do a video response to my friend Ziploc Blay, and he was talking about DC characters that could turn into noir. Now, I think I'm gonna stay away from about three characters there because two are pretty much too easy, and Batman and basically Batman, Question, and Wonder Woman, because two of them got noirs. And Question is way too easy. So I'm going to talk about the characters who you could make into a noir for DC. I'm going to start with Barry Allen, the Flash. Now, if you guys are wondering, how can you turn the Flash into a noir series? Well, I was thinking that at the beginning of the issue, he's a private investigator. And he goes on he is trying to stop a drug trade for a gang, and gets who are carrying all these experimental drugs. And it's basically like the remake of his origin. Like, he gets struck by lightning, the chemicals affect him, and he's given super speed. I thought that'd be pretty cool for him. You could probably do a lot. Like, he can call himself. He calls himself the Flash, and everyone just refers to him as the Red Streak. Throughout it, he's throughout the other four. It could be like a 4 or 5 issue mini where it's him trying to control his powers and him trying to stop the mob. Another one, Superman. This one I thought would be an interesting one. I thought this would be more like a Superman, not so much a noir, but more of a DC Elseworld that could work, because I can't really see Superman working in a noir. Well, 2 ways actually. First way is that he's raised in a heavy city, like in Detroit or something, or Chicago, one of those, and he's raised as a working class man, but he's suddenly discovering more of his powers, and when he gets older, he's starting to save people, and his identity's more or less known, but he's referred to as the Superman, and he runs for president and allows America to become a superpower during the Great Depression. The other way is that you could probably make he's raised by some mob member when he comes down to Earth and becomes like a member for the mafia. And when you think about it, Superman as like a leg breaker is kind of scary. Let's see, what else was I want to talk about? Oh yes, Martian Manhunter. Now I know someone else mentioned Martian Manhunter for their response before I did this video. But I thought I'd use it a little differently. John Jones is he's a detective for the police force, and I thought what would be interesting is that for the 4-issue mini you could have for a Martian Manhunter noir series, that you hint that he's not human until the last issue where he shows his Martian form. Someone shoots and he's you could just hint at it. Someone's you see 2 people talking, and then they get up and leave, then the guy comes back and is like, didn't I just talk to you? It's I didn't even get here. You could just hint that that John Jones isn't human throughout the first 3 issues, and at the last issue, halfway, toward the end, he reveals himself. Another way you could do it, if someone offers him a cigarette and he's like, oh, I don't like anything to do with fire. Anything like that. I thought it'd be interesting, people would be guessing through most of the issues and be like, is he human? Is he a Martian in disguise? And just hint at it throughout the series. For an Aquaman noir, I thought it'd be interesting, Aquaman is, after the First World War, the world's pretty much messed up. He decides to come out of the water, out of the ocean, and see what humanity is like incognito, in some heavy city like New York, in disguise, and just use his powers secretly. Green Lantern noir would be Hal Jordan is a retired pilot after the war, and he's trying to find something new. And then suddenly Abin Sur crashes in the middle of the city, and he gets the ring, and he starts using it, but he uses it secretly, but the FBI's on him, the Mafia's after him. You could probably do a different version of Hector Hammond for this story. Maybe you make him a superpowered crime lord. or maybe you could use Sinestro in a way. You could probably, I don't know how you could sneak in the core in that, but I think it'd be interesting. Let's see who else. Green Arrow, you could definitely use, like my friend Zip said. Who else? Well, of course, Question, but like I said, that's too easy. You could probably do if you do it right, you could probably do a really good Black Canary Noir. And you could probably do Huntress. You could definitely do Huntress. A Huntress Noir would be really good. I think that character, like Batman, you really don't need to change much for a Noir. I think I just covered basically all the DC. Well, no, I take that back. You could probably do a Secret Six Noir. I think that'd be really cool. Like Deadshot, you could probably give him that steampunk look like they did in Gotham Knights. Catman, you could probably give him like an orange trench coat for that. Ragdoll, he could just be you could just give him a regular clothes, except give him that silver mask and the yellow hair. Bane, you can just keep the mask, but have him like a big trench coat for him. Vandal, I really don't know how you could rework Vandal and Black Alice and Jeanette's costumes. Same goes for the other members. I really don't know how you could rework those costumes, but for Bane, Catman, and Deadshot, you can do those. So Secret Six Noir, that's another one I'd like to see. But yeah, really, I think I just covered all the noirs I can think of at this point. And this feels really short, and I feel like there's more noirs I could do, but some of them are way too easy to do, and some of them are a little too out there, because that's the problem with DC characters sometimes when you want to do Elseworlds, is that they're really, really out there. And if you want to do like a really hardcore noirs like Marvel does, you really have to like pick out the right characters so that could work in a noir. I mean, Iron Man was a stretch, but it kind of felt more like steampunk than it did noir. But yeah, I think like I said, I think I've covered all DC characters you can more or less work into a noir without causing too much of a problem. But anyway, this is Deadpoolzilla, and I'm out.